again. Yeah, raised in a Christian family. I can say, okay, I'm from in Kiembeni, to be precise. Yeah, and I major on pencil arts. Yeah, taking my bachelor's in IT right now in my final year. And I believe that's basically me, and I focus on visual arts. Yes.
When did you begin? Because for the whole, I mean, look at this, look at that, this whole piece. It does look fantastic. When did you begin, and how long do you have to be perfect for this?
Okay, so I started I believe in primary school. Yeah,
that's roughly around.
I can say around 2012. I believe so, 2012, 11, around that time. Yeah, I remember our class teacher would tell us to draw something, and I will do it at ease. But others, exactly.
I remember we were being told to draw. What was this? Some particular drawings there, and number to chore.
I know. So for me, it was kind of easy.
For you, it was seamless. You were enjoying yourself.
Yeah. So I believe that's where I came to understand that I'm good in this. Yeah, from the compliments that my fellow classmates would give me at the time. I think it was in class 4, around class 4. That's when, yeah, and I would draw drawings from the textbooks, from the English textbooks, maths textbooks, and my own time. My mom will be. My mom is a tailor, so I have free access to. I would have easy access to pencils and rubbers. So I would.
So that's why you decided.
Yeah,
let me just.
Exactly. That's why I decided to use pencil as a medium of drawing. Yes.
And so best now, you're telling me that now matters painting. Are you looking? Is it something that you're looking forward to ever trying?
Yeah. Okay. Right now, I'm planning to venture in painting, to say so. Yeah, because I don't think I'm limited, to say so. I don't think I'm limited.
No man is limited.
Exactly.
Kipchoge told us that.
Yeah, and I understand if I can perfect this, I can also do painting in an easier way.
But then how because you ventured into pencil because it was accessible for you.
Yeah.
Your mom had it there. But then now going for the whole paintings and the different kinds of paintings, it will be obviously expensive and all that.
True.
How accessible is it now as an artist to get everything that you need and come up with such a masterpiece?
Right now, I've managed to link up with some of the people who sell the tools specifically for drawing pencil arts. Most of the times, it might be hard because in Kenya we are not actually manufacturing the tools to be used, so they have to be imported, and for that, it means it's an expensive task. But right now, I can see that there are. Yeah, I think it's coming up. Stores are being opened where we can easily access the papers, the pencils, the right tools. Yeah, I believe right now we're in a good place.
But then there's also all that option of going natural and just doing. I'm looking at this, and you can have there. Tell us about this painting. It speaks volumes, and they say a picture speaks volumes, and speaks 1,000 words, or even maybe 10,000 words.
Yeah.
Summarize for this. What are we looking at?
For this, my inspiration was behind gender-based violence, and I was majoring mostly on the female gender, to be specific, the young age. This is something that I believe it's not being spoken about that much, and like in the about the FGMs and like the early marriages that still happen at this moment. As much as we are we have grown, there's still things that happen in the rural areas that we still don't hear about, but still happen. Yeah.
Right.
And one thing I really like when I draw something is that I prefer that someone brings his own meaning or his own definition or his own understanding. That's what I want.
You're technically challenging me right now.
Exactly. For you, what do you think?
For me, what do I think?
Yeah.
I can see 4 hands right there. 4 hands, definitely. And, wow, okay, there you have it. I would, so, definitely. And the views will help me actually speak volumes and sort of deep dive into it. Right. I'll have to actually. She has nice hair. I can say that
for sure.
And beautiful eyes. Then it's like, you know, there are quite a lot of emotions in the eyes.
True.
It's like you know, she's confused and she's, you know, whatever she's seen or she's, you know, she's had, she's confused and all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's a good.
Yeah,
you're on the right track.
Right. Definitely.
Right track.
You speak about this in matters, the whole inspiration of GBV.
Yeah.
I'm looking at other photos right here. There's, you told me that's your uncle.
Yeah.
Definitely. And all these masterpieces. Do you have a specific inspiration before you start drawing?
I don't think so, to say so, because each art, I believe it's something that just came up. I don't know how to actually bring it.
I think you can also show us whatever you're holding, and now as someone who actually drew it and tried to give us, I can see chains, I can see legs.
Yes.
And I'll say those are female legs. I'd say that.
Okay.
Because ninge expect is going sort of.
Okay.
Probably she's walking towards a door. Maybe freedom has come to her. You know, she's let loose. Maybe it's a he. You know, he's let loose. But then now for you, what does that? Even as you tell us more on what inspires your inspiration and on all this.
First of all, whatever you've said, that's a nice interpretation of what you've seen. Yeah, because as I was drawing this, it was all about, indeed, we have a free will. We have a free will to choose which side we want to go on, the light side or the dark side. Yeah, according to even the decisions we make, you know.
And actually, like it's one leg is more on
on the light and the dark. So even on the decisions we make in life, of course, there are consequences in every decision that we shall make, and I understand that we are given a free will to choose as ourselves on how we shall make our life to be, you know. Yeah.
That's deep, actually. And actually, I can see in each and every painting, you have the art Levi art right there, and then the date. I think the date is just to keep records on when you actually did. I want to talk about the whole patenting your work and ensuring that if this one is displayed out there, someone can actually track and say, this is Levi Art's work. Do artists understand the whole importance of having a patent on their work?
That's a good question. I can say that whatever I've done here, that's one way, according to you have put it, so that not anyone can take my art and place it somewhere and maybe print it, scan it and print it out and present else for selling. That's one thing I believe in the art industry we need to actually be aware of, because most of the times we can look in the social media and realize there are so many arts and there are so many people who take ownership of an art that isn't actually what he created himself. You know, he takes an art and maybe puts his label on it. And one thing I really try my best is that any photo that I place on the internet, I try and place my logo on it. Because I'm the founder of Levi Arts, branding. Coming in the art industry.
That's big stuff right there. And now that you mentioned the whole internet matters, I want just to get into the whole, how has digital infrastructure, or basically in layman's term, social media, how has it boosted your work since back in, because when you're in class 4 in 2011, did you ever see, you know, you getting into this whole space and putting out your work out there?
Okay. Actually, the time I started posting my artworks on the social media pages is when I decided to to make it a business.
So you officially started because
exactly.
you became like officially.
Yeah, because I just enjoy drawing. That's one thing I can say. I just enjoy drawing, and so I was talking with my mom, and she was like, just put it in the business. You have some great talent.
When was this?
I think after Form 4. That's when I decided to take everything serious about art. And with that, she told me that it's better taking it, putting it as in a commission and commercials.
Your mom is really like your number one fan.
For sure, she's the one who taught me the basic. I'm
pretty sure she's watching right now.
I know.
you definitely have that time to actually shout out to her.
Hi, Mom. Maybe to say thank you for the far that I've reached through her support, together with my dad. So for the social media, I think posting every artwork also helps me look at the progress that I have. Because right now, when I look at my social media pages, the arts from before, and when you look at right now, they're so different. There is a big growth that I have made. And another thing is I also get customers from the social media pages in Instagram and Facebook right now. Just opened a Twitter account. And I think I can also soon shall open a YouTube, because I really want to also teach others. I believe everyone knows how to draw. Yeah.
I've actually ever had that. Everyone knows how to draw, sort of, but it's the whole perfection.
Exactly, because actually it needs a lot of patience.
I'm pretty sure the best that I can do is do the whole stickman.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know, maybe, but I think with the right guidance, you can perfect the skill.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the whole price charge, because now in social media, I'm curious, by the way, have you had clients from outside the country?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. I can say this one. Yeah, from Uganda. Yeah, and planning to take it there. Okay, to ship it there. Yeah.
Right. Now, because now for this, I'm pretty sure the viewers are looking at this, and someone probably wants this on the sitting room right now.
Yeah.
And they're looking at the walls and they're saying, if I can have this one on my wall right now, it can actually look nice. I personally love art, and I have, just staring at them. How much will this go for?
Okay, for it coming in full and with the framing and everything, I make it at 5,000. This is size A3. There is size A2, which I make it at 7,000, and A1 is the bigger one, the biggest, I can say so. That's I make it at 10.
So for you, the pricing depends on the sizes.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that has always been a thing. I mean, you'd approach an artist, and you love obviously
of course.
And now they mention to you a price.
The price, and
they're like, this is 30,000. And like, come on, it's quite a small. I mean, some artists have a very tiny piece, and they tell you it's 50,000. What kind of factors do artists really put in when they mention prices and all that?
I can say the time, first of all. Actually, the skill that you have mastered. Even for... Yeah, I can say it's not that I'm just blessed with this talent and I start drawing. There is some perfection I had come to, to take some steps and some teachings of myself, because I'm self-taught. I'm not I'm from an art school or any. So I taught myself, and it's also time that I took, and also the tools that I use, also for the frame too. So I believe the price, I think it's okay. It's fair. I believe so. When I start breaking it down, it's a fair price.
At the end of the day, can someone bargain? Because Kenyans always love to bargain. They'd be like 5,000. Nah, I mean, kuna mia mbili. I mean 2,000 maybe. Then at the end of the day, is there room for bargaining?
Yes. Okay. I can say bargaining comes in when on the level of details in the art. That's where I can allow the bargaining itself. Though it's, I think that's a big challenge, a factor. As artists out there, people compliment it, but when it comes in the price, there is so much we're trying to find the line where we can agree. Yeah, I think that's a challenge, a bit of challenge, but I think it's an inevitable challenge. It's something that actually happens.
Indeed.
Yeah, so you just try to find your way.
You're talking about your self-taught, but then have you, so because all these years since class 4 and all that, have you found a mentor, someone you always look up to and say,
sure,
one day I actually, you know, want to be like this, or someone who has helped you and, you know, been with you all through?
Yeah, there is this one guy I really look up to. I don't know whether you shall look at this. He's called Jonewa. A pencil artist too. I believe
Kenyan or
a Kenyan actually. I think his label, it's the first one in Africa, I believe so. An art label, like there is the music labels, and he thought it's wise for also art to be brought up, you know, in Kenya, and it's something that actually should be really put on, should really be put focus on, to say so. Yeah, so Jonewa, he's an amazing artist. That's one thing I can say. Yeah, I've watched him grow. And I think he's like my marking scheme, to say so, like looking on where
so basically you have this, and then you're like, what will he have done
yeah, like on how he does his thing on social media, because he's so active in Instagram, so I really follow him, look on how he does his things and the projects that he makes. He's my inspiration, you know, for to take it forward, to bring it forward, you know, to take this thing seriously. Actually, I believe we were once talking before he blew up, you know, the humble stages, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to talk. Right. And he advised me also for the tools to use. Yeah.
How long do you take maybe because I'm pretty sure each and every single piece takes each and every single time.
Yeah.
So for example, this one, the whole inspiration of gender-based violence, how long did you take to come up with this?
Yeah, for this one I can say maximum, okay, I can't remember exactly, but I can say the maximum that I've gone is 10 hours drawing a piece, you know, bringing each detail.
Or like all of the pieces you've ever done, the maximum time you've gone is 10 hours?
I believe maximum time is 10 hours.
10 hours, so you break and then you...
Okay, I don't think there is breaks. Okay,
oh,
you know,
there's never break for you when you do.
Yeah. The beauty, we can say maybe the challenge in it is that there is a momentum that you follow. There is a flow that a rhythm that you follow when you draw. So there is that fear that when you stand up and come back, you don't know where you are. You don't know. You know, you're trying to figure out where to continue from. So I prefer, like, when I sit down and start drawing, I don't stand up. I try my best to continue till the end.
So basically, most artists are perfectionists. You really have to make sure that line and that shading was perfect.
Yeah, the proportionality itself too, because you know, most of the times when you draw something, you may find that well, it's coming out, it's not what you actually expected. You know, you're a bit discouraged, but at the end results, actually you feel satisfied with it, because when you start, you don't know actually the final results itself, so you have a bit of doubt in yourself, you know. Why is the arm not like this, you know, why is it not proportional? But I believe at the end it comes out so well. Yeah.
Even as we conclude this, where do you feel like we are as a country in matters art and expressing our art?
Yes.
All that.
I can say, you know, I can say this, Stanley. When you look at art, the good thing about art is that it prompts people to bring out a dialogue, to have a dialogue. You know, whatever we are having right now, and in that there is an outlet of positivity. You know, where it can help us in. Even there is research actually shows that art actually helps one in putting away or bringing out anxiety, you know.
I was coming to that, the kind of lessons that you've learned from it, because I'm like 10 hours.
Yeah.
That's like a whole patience, man.
Yeah, true. So one thing I can say is that the art spaces in Kenya, I believe we should really try and and maybe focus on those, because right now, if I may ask you how many galleries are in Kenya, I don't know, maybe you know, but I doubt when we take 5 people and
I don't know.
You see,
I don't know.
Exactly. But when
but I'd love to know, by the way, and visit most of them.
And that's one thing I think it's better speaking about it right now, because there are so many artists out here, but they don't have a place where they can display.
Indeed.
You know, and of course there are some places, but it's a bit too expensive for every artist, or so many people out here are so talented, you know, and having that opportunity to display whatever they decided to create, it's a bit of a challenge for them. And I think as Kenya, we can try and maybe take time and look at art itself. It's something that actually brings peace in you. That's one thing I know.
All right.
I think I'm sure.
Your final words, even as where can somebody, you know, find you?
Yes.
And all that, your final words.
Yeah, you can find me at Instagram _Levi.art_ lowercase. In Facebook, Levi Art. In Twitter _Levi Art_. Also my business number is 0750 82 5328.
Right.
Yes.
That's also your M-Pesa number.
We shall talk about the M-Pesa number in the inbox, but right now,
so
yeah, that's where you can actually get me. Yeah, and also in Instagram you can check out my artworks. Yeah, some great stuff.
Right. Actually, yeah, I love art, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the whole